All right, welcome back here to the start of the fourth period. The Warriors of Chilhowie lead the Patrick Henry Rebels 46-30 here in this girls varsity game. Big rivalry. These teams usually meet for the Hoga-Higgy Championship, but there isn't a Hoga-Higgy district anymore. Warriors got the ball here to start. It's going to be a turnover. Morgan Yarber's got it here. She's going to pass it back out to Sam McCauley as they bring it up the floor. The Rebels needed an opening turnover here to get the ball here to start. Wilmoth on the inside. Good move, faked out. Mackenzie Sabo. Great move on the inside there by Tyree Wilmoth on the ball fake. That's 4 points for Wilmoth. It's going to be a shot taken by number 30, Tilson. No good. Rebounded by McCauley. Rebels are on the fast break here. McCauley corrals a loose ball. Good pass to Deskins. Deskins loses it. Stolen by Branch. Here comes the Warriors on the break. It's 3-1 down here. Sabo's going to end up getting it. She's going to put up a shot, and it's good. It's 48-32 here. The Warriors lead. And it seemed like the momentum was going to PH right there as they forced 2 turnovers, but then they weren't able to hit. That's going to be Wilmoth for 3. No good. Rebounded by Emily Deskins. Inside for Wilmoth. She's no good in there, so she got the rebound, though. Going to be a jump ball, and it's going to be Chilhowie Warrior basketball. Excuse me, it's going to be Patrick Henry basketball. There's been a lot of jump balls tonight.
Some jump balls that I thought would be fouls.
There's going to be a loose ball corralled by Wilmoth as she dribbles it back up here to the three-point line. Wilmoth's going to drive. Inside, no good. It's going to be rebounded, though, by Wilmoth. Called a jump ball. Called that jump ball pretty quickly, but Wilmoth's playing pretty hard here these opening minutes of the fourth period. Deskin's going to check out here as Hannah Carver is going to check in. So now you got 2 big posts.
Yeah, I think she knows that she's a senior. This is going to be the last time she's ever going to play Chilhowie. I don't think she wants to leave here with a loss.
Yeah, it's a bad loss. That's going to be Karikia Bancher driving. The baseline gets knocked out of bounds by Tyree Wilmoth going for the steal. And now it looks like Kimmy Wild is going to check in here for Tyree Wilmoth. On the floor for the Rebels is Kimmy Wild, Morgan Yarber, Hannah Carver, Sam McCauley, and Jade Miller. Round out your 5 on the floor for the Rebels. Catchern was calling for the ball. She doesn't get it. They get it inside to Smar. Smar inside, no good. Rebounded by McCauley. McCauley's smart play, bounced it off of Smar as it was going out of bounds. Really got the ball back over here for Patrick Henry. Timeout called by Mark Halsey. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we're going to stay with you here. And so the Rebels trail the Warriors 48-32 with 6:19 to go here in the fourth period. So, Adam, what do you think some things Patrick Henry's got to do to win, to come back in this game, even get it back to being competitive?
I know this is broad and stupid, but score.
Yeah, well.
they've got to score. They've got to take advantage of all these turnovers they're getting. They've got to take better shots. They've got to get the ball in the hole.
Yeah, they've definitely got to have points, that's for sure. How are they going to get it? Are they going to try to get it inside? It seemed like what Coach Thomas told them going in, starting the fourth, they're going right at Sabo, it looked like.
Well, Jake Miller needs to find it. They need her three-pointers in this game. Emily Deskins can shoot the 3. I've seen Kimmy Wild shoot the 3 before, so I think we got to get some three-pointers going on.
That's a walk call on Kimmy Wild.
I jinxed her.
Yeah, you jinxed her. That's okay. Cost us a possession, though. Warriors got it here driving down the court as Karikia Branch throws it back out to number 30, Graceland Tilson. Branch for 3. No good. That would have been the icing of the cake. Putback is no good by number 34, Smar. And so it's going to be a travel call on Samantha McCauley.
Yeah, they've got to stop those turnovers.
Yeah. 5:54 to go here in the fourth period. Morgan Yarber checks out, and so does Jade Miller as Emily Deskins and Tyree Wilmoth check back in for the Rebels.
Yeah, Yarber didn't come out the whole third quarter.
Yeah, Yarber played the whole first quarter, too, and came out real late there in the second. Karikia Branch passed inside to Catchern. Catchern inside for 2, and it's good. So it's Catchern easy points there. Yarber set to check back in.
That's her first bucket this half, though.
They've kept her in check. Looks like the Karikia Branch there knocked the ball out of bounds on the pass. So
here comes Yarber.
Yeah, Yarber's checking in for Kimmy Wild. So now it's your pretty tall set out there for the Rebels. Wilmoth, Carver, and Yarber are all out there.
Yeah, I think they know what they got to do. They got to get those boards.
Morgan Yarber is going to check it in to Tyree Wilmoth. Yeah, they got to have second chance points. Hannah Carver here, defended by Sabo, throws it back out to McCauley. Emily Deskins on the drive with the ball fake, got blocked by Sabo. So Rebels going to get it back here as it goes out of bounds here, as they're going to get it on the baseline. McCauley's going to get it here on the inbounds, back out to Yarber and then to McCauley. McCauley's got it at the top of the key, defended closely by Graceland Tilson. McCauley still has it, driving, pass out to Yarber. Yarber on the drive to the middle. She's good. Over the shoulder shot right there by Morgan Yarber on the run. She's not going to allow Mackenzie Sabo to block that one coming across the basket like that. Kenzie Sabo inside. She's going to get fouled, looks like, by Hannah Carver. Hannah Carver's just doing all she can do down there on the block against Kenzie Sabo.
I don't know how you called that one a foul. All she did was touch the ball from behind.
It was a close one. I guess it was just the fact she came in from behind there. It's going to be Kenzie Sabo up on the line here for the Warriors. And they now lead after the make on the first free throw, 51-34 with 4:54 to go here in the fourth period. So if you're just now tuning in, make sure you stay tuned. We've got some more action on tap here with the Patrick Henry Rebels boys varsity team up against the Chilhowie Warriors boys varsity team. So be a good matchup here. The Rebels have played them well at Chilhowie, and they played them in a benefit game there, and the Rebels actually led by 13 up there in the first quarter, or first half, excuse me. So make sure you hang around for that one. That one will start about 15 minutes after the conclusion of this girls varsity matchup. Rebels right now throwing it around on the outside. It's going to be McCauley on the drive, steal by Danielle Catron. Catron driving down court here. She's going to pull up from the free throw line, and it's no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Sabo, who got blocked. The block got picked up by number 34, Smar. Loose ball on the floor. Morgan Yarber ends up with it. It's going to stay Patrick Henry ball. Rebels going to get it here on the baseline. They trail 52-34 here, 4:15 to go here in the fourth period. Jade Miller checks in for Hannah Carver. I think that's the only chance the Rebels got now is just start throwing up threes. They got enough time to do a little bit of offense, but they're going to have some points behind the arc.
A miracle.
You're down by 18, yeah. Wilmoth on the inside throws it back out to Deskins for three. No good. Rebounded by Sabo. It's going to be a foul on Tyree Wilmoth. And that's going to put Sabo to the line as the Warriors are in the bonus. Excuse me, they're not in the bonus. That's just a 6-team foul, so next one will mean bonus. So that was the fourth foul on Tyree Wilmoth. Going to be Catron out to number 30, Tilson. Tilson out here at the top of the key. Going to take a jumper. No good off the back of the rim. Rebounded and blocked by Morgan Yarber after Danielle Catron got the rebound. Morgan Yarber got the block, and now the Rebels are taking it down court. Sam McCauley driving it. She's got a wide open lane, throws it back out to Deskins for a wide open three, and it's good. Deskins had time to get her feet set right there and nailed the three-point jumper. 52-37 now the Warriors lead, 3:20 to go.
That's
here
how they're going to have
period.
to get back in this game.
Yeah, the three-point shot's going to have to be used. It's like Catron dribbles out of a double team, goes with the left hand, misses, rebound by Sabo. Sabo with the putback, and it's good. 54-37. Here comes McCauley back down the court. She's going to kick it out to Miller for three. No good off the front of the rim, rebounded by Catron. So Catron with a rebound there. She's going to drive down the floor. Morgan Yarber is going to be called for a foul here. She was going after the ball as Catron drew the contact there. That's going to be the third foul on Morgan Yarber. So Catron's up to the line. If there's one girl you don't want to foul here on this Warrior team, it's Danielle Catron. Checking in for Yarber is Kimmy Wild as Yarber takes a seat over there. Sabo also checks out as number 40, Rachel Hurley, the freshman for the Warriors, checks in. It's like Hannah Carver is getting ready to check in for Patrick Henry. It's going to be a missed free throw there by Catron. Rebounded by Sam McCauley, who lost her headband and all that. It's like Jade Miller's going to pull up for a jumper, and it's good. That's 20. Excuse me. That was a two-pointer. Sorry about that. It's going to be a two-pointer on the other end there by Karikia Branch. It's going to be Kimmy Wild here on the other end. Shot blocked, though. Rebound by Tyree Wilmoth. Wilmoth misses as she goes up for a shot. She was looking for a foul there, didn't get it called. Catron's going to dribble it off her foot, stolen by Sam McCauley. That's going to be a foul called on Danielle Catron as she scrambled trying to get that ball. That's the second foul on Danielle Catron, and that puts the Rebels on the line here. 2:15 to go here. The Lady Rebels trail 56-39. Kimmy Wild checks out, so does Tyree Wilmoth, as Jade Miller and Lexi Hess check in for Patrick Henry. Actually, they're not going to. They said that foul was on Catron, but they're going to put Emily Deskins to the line. It looked like the foul was. It looked like she committed the foul on Sam McCauley, but they're putting Deskins to the line. First free throw by Deskins, no good. Rebounded by Karikia Branch. Branch going to dribble it up court here for the Warriors with 2:10 to go here, fourth period. It's going to be Catron for three, looking to ice, and she does. 59-39 here. The Warriors lead by 20, 2 minutes to go in the fourth period. Deskins driving, throws it back out to Hess. Hess to Miller. Miller on the baseline drive, good. 59-41 now. Chilhowie leads. Warriors got it out here on the outside as number 50, Lauren Kestner, has it. She's going to throw it back out to Branch. Branch back to Kestner. Kestner for three. No good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Sam McCauley. McCauley's going to dribble it down the floor here. Looking for Hess underneath. Doesn't get it. She's going to dribble it back out. Now Deskins has it. Back up to the top of the key. She's going to settle for a three. Uncontested. No good. Rebounded by number 40, Hurley. Hurley's going to throw it back to Catron. And they're going to call a timeout here. Chilhowie is. So Warriors lead this game 59-41 with 1:13 to go here in the fourth period. And on tap next for us is some boys varsity action between the Chilhowie Warriors and the Patrick Henry Rebels. We hope that you'll stay tuned in for that game. It should be a great matchup. We've had some good battles with them here in the early going of this season. Rebels have really caused some problems going hurry up against the Warriors, who have tried to slow it down a little bit more this year than last year whenever they ran the hurry up, whenever they were just dominant outside hitting a three ball. So we're looking for an interesting matchup down there. I want to see how the boys varsity team does against Derek Bourdwine. See how they match up. See how those young post players.
Graydon Williams is going to have his hands full.
Yeah, Graydon Williams and Cole Gregory and the young group right there for the Patrick Henry Rebels. McCauley's going to punch that ball loose there. It's going to go out of bounds off of her hands, so it's going to stay Chilhowie Warrior basketball. So it looks like the Warriors got this one all tied up as they lead by 18, 59-41. It's going to be a foul on Danielle it's going to be on Danielle Catron. She's going to go to the line. Foul is caused by, who was the foul on?
Jade Miller.
Jade Miller, and that's her first. Her second. So Catron's up to the line here. First free throw is good. So as for the Lady Rebels, they dropped this one to the Warriors, but they got to move on from this. They host the Marion Scarlet Hurricanes next Tuesday, the 28th. We've still got 57 seconds on the clock, but the Warriors lead by 20, 61-41. McCauley's going to dribble it up here. And as for the Warriors, they go to Northwood High School to take on Heather Crawford and the Panthers, who gave them all they could ever want in a basketball game in the hot box a couple of weeks ago, where Chilhowie only won that game by 2. And Heather Crawford's a good matchup for Sabo there on the inside because she'll pound it out on the block with her.
And she's a lot faster than Sabo, so Sabo has her hands full for once.
Yeah, she can outrun her. So missed shot there by Chilhowie. Rebound by Sam McCauley. So McCauley's going to drive it back up the floor here with 26 seconds to go. Back out to Tipton. Tipton to Deskins. Deskins back out to McCauley. And looks like this game just going to, all we're waiting is on the time to run out as Carekia Branch steals it from McCauley with 12 seconds to go here in the game. Catron's going to throw it inside. Catron's going to try to score here. She puts up a shot with 5 seconds to go, and it's no good. Rebels are going to let it run out here as they lose this game 61-41, excuse me. And they were just pretty much dominated there on the post. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back to do a little post game and talk about the next upcoming game. We'll be right back. Hello, this is Dylan Hutton of the PH Sports Radio Network, and I have some huge news coming for the football fans of the district. Next football season, I'll be working with Hogahigi.com to bring the district its first ever live-streamed pregame show. During Hogahigi Game Day, we will talk about matchups, interview players and coaches, recap action from the previous week, and do special segments on the schools and towns of the Hogahigi district. This is something we are all excited about starting, and we would like to have some sponsors to help us out. If you would like to know more about this new show coming in the fall of 2014, email us at hogogameday@gmail.com. That is HOGOgameday@gmail.com, all lowercase. Also, like our new Facebook page by searching for Hogahigi Game Day at the top of your Facebook screen. Now enjoy the rest of tonight's broadcast. Hello, this is Dylan Hutton of the PH Sports Radio Network, and I have some huge news coming for the football fans of the district. Next football season, I'll be working with Hogahigi.com to bring the district its first ever live-streamed pregame show. During Hogahigi Game Day, we will talk about matchups, interview players and coaches, recap action from the previous week, and do special segments on the schools and towns of the Hogahigi district. This is something we are all excited about starting, and we would like to have some sponsors to help us out. If you would like to know more about this new show coming in the fall of 2014, email us at hogogameday@gmail.com. That is HOGOgameday@gmail.com, all lowercase. Also, like our new Facebook page by searching for Hogahigi Game Day at the top of your Facebook screen. Now enjoy the rest of tonight's broadcast. All right, hello and welcome back here for the post-game show as the boys varsity team is getting out here on the floor, warming up. The Patrick Henry Lady Rebels lost that game to the Warriors 61-41. If you're just now tuning in, we're getting set here for another good matchup. We're getting our stats compiled right now. We'll have those to you here in a minute. That is the Warriors' fourth straight win over the Lady Rebels, and they also break a winless streak here as the Rebels had won, broke the Rebels' win streak here. Rebels had won the last 4 games at home, and the Warriors hadn't won here at Patrick Henry since January 6, 2009, when they beat the Rebels 40-39. So Warriors were able to break that streak as well as keep this season rolling. They advance and they're going to move on and be 14-1 after this as they travel on through the rest of the season. Not very many games left here for the Warriors. They've got a trip to Saltville next Tuesday to play Northwood. Then they play Marion at Marion on the 31st. Finish off a season with 2 straight home games, one on February 4th versus Holston. Then they have senior night for the Warriors on February 7th against the Georgia West Maroons. So that's your schedule remaining for the Chilhowee Warriors. Wish them the best of luck for the rest of the season. And for the Lady Rebels, they'll play Marion here. We'll broadcast that game next Tuesday, the 28th, at 5:50 p.m. So make sure you tune into that game. And we've got our stats compiled. So Adam Taylor, bring us our post-game stats.
All right, Sam McCauley finished the game with 7 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Tyree Wilmoth, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal. Morgan Yarber, 4 points, 11 rebounds, 1 steal. Emily Deskins, 7 points, 1 rebound. Hannah Carver, 3 3 points, 4 rebounds. Jade Miller, 11 points, 1 rebound. Lexi Hess, 3 points, 3 rebounds. And for the Lady Warriors, Karikia Branch, 2 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 steals. Mary Luttrell finished the game with 1 point. Graceland Tilson had 9 points and 2 rebounds. Emily Smart, 8 points, 6 rebounds. Rachel Hurley, 4 points, 3 rebounds. Danielle Catron was the night's leader in points with 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. Kinsey Sabo was 16 points, 14 rebounds.
What an incredible stat line.
Yeah.
The last two really jump out, but you got to talk about the other players for Chilhowie, the role players.
Yeah, like Emily Smart coming off the bench and replacing Sabo when she got in foul trouble there with 3 coming in to replace her, pulling down some of the boards that Mackenzie Sabo would have had.
So now let's go ahead and do the pregame. We're going to start our pregame of the boys varsity game here between the Patrick Henry Rebels and the Chilhowie Warriors. We've got 10 minutes and 25 seconds till the tip-off. So we'll see what the Rebels are able to do here as they try to defend their home court against the Chilhowie Warriors. The Warriors come into this game 8-5 against the 0-14 Patrick Henry Rebels. Rebels have played some good basketball of late.
The Warriors aren't used to seeing that many losses in the loss column.
Yeah, after last season, the Warriors have been sort of shell-shocked. But this is the third meeting of the regular season, so they're very familiar with each other. Chilhowie won the previous two. The first game, 98-66, and the second one, 60-44. But the Rebels were in the game at the half and a little after the third. Just some spotty play here and there for the Rebels. They have bad quarters.
Yeah, Dylan Coe didn't get hot again until the fourth quarter. I think that really hurt him because he was on a roll there in the first half.
Yeah, you got to worry about Dylan Coe, especially since the way he played against John Battle.
Came away with 10 three-pointers last game, setting the Patrick Henry and Hogahigi district record.
Yeah, he's definitely known to stroke it from the outside. Hopefully he can get a couple tonight for the Rebels. They're going to have him. Because the Rebels really, they're so young on the post, they've got to have some execution on the outside, and you don't really know if you're going to fall in love with that free throw or the three-pointer.
Yeah,
so
Graydon
the Rebels,
Williams is definitely going to have his hands full tonight. Graydon Williams is taller than Derek Bourdouin and maybe a little bit quicker, but you just can't outmatch the sheer size and strength of Derek Bourdouin. Graydon Williams isn't the most built of guys, so I think Derek Bourdouin might bully him around a little bit if he doesn't get good position.
Hey, you can't let Derek bully you around down there on the block, and that's going to be something we're going to have to look at. Cole Gregory's going to be on the post, too, for Patrick Henry, so we'll see what kind of impact he's made. He has made an impact, and gives Anthony Powers a little bit more time, too. He'll make an impact.
Yeah, he's young. The guys' team has the same thing going on for them that the girls' team do. They're pretty young, and I think Coach Larmer's looking to the future. He's got some of his JV players pulled up that have actually come in to be pretty solid role players.
Yeah, when you look at Patrick Henry, the two seniors, Dylan Coe and Zach DeBus, then after that, it's youth.
Yeah.
Kent Kestner will be a senior next year. So
Graydon Williams, Justin Kestner.
Yeah, Graydon Williams will be too. So the Rebels are really set for next year when you look at it in that aspect. But Coach Larimer wants to get a couple of wins now, sort of get some interest sparked here for next season. If he can get a big win over Chilhowie, that'd be huge, especially because that's a school he graduated from.
Yeah, Snodgrass and Larmer kind of switched positions there. They both graduated from opposing schools and went to be the head coach for the basketball team.
Yeah, that's a funny thing. Dylan Coe's popping some threes here on the outside as we speak, so hopefully he'll get it ready. We saw Derek Bourdouin over there on the other side.
I'm curious to see how they're going to try and stop Dylan tonight, because I know there's no way he's going to get the same amount of open shots he got last game.
No.
But I don't think they're going to let that happen again. Whether they know they're going to win or not, they're definitely not going to let Dylan Coe hit 10 threes tonight.
Yeah, and if you all missed the pregame show for the girls' varsity game, we had a special interview with Dylan Coe. You might want to go back and listen to that one later on tonight. It's the first broadcast from today's sporting events. So Dylan Coe's just been very hot lately from beyond the arc, and that's about the only shot you'll see him take.
Yeah, I think once it gets too close, I don't think he can make close shots. Just a little bit too close for him. He's not used to seeing the goal that big.
Yeah, when you look at Chilhowie, this hasn't been the year Coach Snodgrass was looking for, but he lost a lot of talent from last year's team. They're averaging 58 points per game, giving up 54 points per game. They're led by Bailey Robertson and her 6'5" center, Derek Boardwine.
He's a big one.
Who's a good guy down there on the boards, and he can box people out and move them around on screens. So Rebels are going to have to watch out for that. And they dodged an upset last week. That's the big news right now coming from Chilhowie. Dodged an upset last week by a 1-14 rural retreat team. They only beat them by 2, so we'll see how that affects them tonight.
They're scrappy. They might not be filled out with talent all the way across the lineup, but they will scrap and they will fight for a win. They're a tough team.
Yeah, that's one thing Coach Snodgrass has built with this Warrior team. You don't always have to have the most talent. He's going to outwork you. That's what he did when he was a JV coach here at Patrick Henry when they won the JV championship.
Yeah, he's the one who built Dylan Coe, so if they lose tonight, he's going to get destroyed by his own weapon.
He almost did last time. So what can we expect from Dylan Coe? Are we going to expect 7 threes? How many are you expecting?
It all depends.
He didn't come out hot against John Battle.
Ask me that question after the first quarter, and I'll tell you. I'll tell you how the rest of the game's going to go.
Yeah, he's streaky, but once he gets it, that last game against Chilhowie shows a lot, 10 threes. So.
If they let him get hot in the first quarter, well, there's a good chance that we'll see him continue to stay that way throughout the game.
Little stat line for Patrick Henry, they're averaging 43 points a game, and here's a big number. They're giving up 67 points a game. Yeah. Defense is going to have to be a
I think they rely on their zone
here
too
for
much.
The Rebels.
They rely on playing the zone. They don't go man enough. I know they might be outmatched in speed against some teams, but it's just with a zone, you don't create all the opportunities for steals and turnovers that you do when you go man.
Another reason that score total is so high for points allowed is turnovers. When the Rebels give up turnovers, they don't just give up 1 or 2. They give up like 5 or 6 in a row, and it's contagious.
Giving up probably about a dozen by the end of every game. That's too high of a number.
You can't do that and expect to win, especially against good teams in this district. We've got 4 minutes and 24 seconds to go here until tip-off, so we're going to go ahead and take our show to a close here and get ready to start our live broadcast as the Warriors get set to come out here and warm up for the final time. Both teams are getting ready. Final preparations are going in. We'll be back at 7:55 to do our live broadcast of the first quarter. Just refresh your page at 7:55. Thanks.